實拍實說，大地海外升學。
大家好，歡迎嚟到實拍實說，我係大地升學嘅 Royce。今日啦，我哋就嚟到St Hilda School 啦。咁呢度咧就係喺Gold Coast嘅 Southport area 嚟嘅。咁啊，佢就係一間 independent 嘅 day and boarding school 啦。咁啊，亦都係Gold Coast唯一一間嘅 all girls school 嚟嘅。咁啊，佢呢度咧就有 pre-prep 啦，去到 year 12啦。咁啊，亦都係 international 學生啦，就可以由佢哋嘅 prep 去到佢哋嘅first day of year 11咧，就可以開始喺呢度讀噶啦。咁啊，佢呢度都好長嘅歷史啦，咁就由1912年已經開始。咁我哋今日咧就會去參觀佢哋嘅 facilities 啦，同埋學生呢度嘅學習嘅環境嘅。
So our school was founded in 1912, all girls. So when our school started, we were very small, about 12 students in a lounge room, and now today we're almost 1,300 girls. We offer day and boarding for our students, so we have a boarding house here that has about 180 girls living there, and then the rest are our day students. So our youngest girls on campus can be 3.5 years old, right up to our grade 12 students. So we look after all students across all ages, but also to this, some things people don't know about our school is our foundation owns a childcare centre, so we can have babies as young as 6 weeks here as well. So our school has almost 1,300 students, and about 30 to 40 of those are overseas students on a student visa. Prior to COVID, we would sit around 75 students in our cohort, in our total numbers for the school. So we'd be looking forward to getting back to around those numbers. So at the moment we've got about 6 students from Hong Kong in our school, but next term we'll be welcoming a few more. So we're welcoming about 4 girls from Hong Kong in term 3, and then in 2024 we've got another couple that will be coming over, which we're really excited about. So international students can join us from prep, which is our first year of school here in Queensland, and they can enrol right up until the first day of year 11. So that's the last point we can take international students, is the first day of 11. We do have ESL here, so we have a class or a timetabled space for our students for EAL support, and those girls will go in there and get support with assignments or preparing for tests. We don't have a very large unit at St Hilda's School. We've got a smaller unit, which is why our entry levels for our English standards are a little bit higher. But we can also offer tutoring in the afternoon after school here in our library, which is where we're sitting at the moment. And that way girls can get assistance with maths or English, history, geography, any subject that they'd like support with. So tuition fees from prep start at about $18,000, and then right up until year 11 and 12 it's just over $36,000, and then the boarding fees are about $22,000 per year. So our accommodation options are, we welcome girls to be day students with their parents, or their grandma or grandpa. They can come over and live with a guardian. If that's not available, from grade 6, which is our last year of primary school, we will welcome students into our boarding house, and they can live in our boarding house during the term. That will continue from year 6 to year 12, that's an option. During the school holidays, girls, we encourage them to go home back to mum and dad or their family. It's really important that they go and have time at home with family. But in the time where maybe they can't get flights or it's not suitable, the school will assist with arranging homestay accommodation. So some girls will like to go in pairs to the homestay for the holidays. But if that's not an option, a guardian can also come and spend some time in Australia on a holiday. And who wouldn't want a holiday on the Gold Coast? we're quite lucky in that our girls are really determined to do whatever they like. So our careers department here is really busy because we have a range of different things that we're assisting our girls with. So we have students taking gap years to go and work in the country and work on farms, and then we have students going over to the US or the UK to study over there in their elite universities. But then we also have girls choosing to stay in Australia because it's such a beautiful place, and they can study in Melbourne or Sydney, or lots stay around the Gold Coast and Brisbane because we have great weather and it's home, it's family. So we have lots that go away. Majority of our students will head off to university. So all of our girls will graduate with pathway into something, whether that be into university or a TAFE course, or they'll have a diploma or a certificate. Every girl will graduate with a pathway to something. So to give you an idea, from the results that we received, where they've been reported, 40% of our girls achieved an ATAR above 90, and then 25% of girls received an ATAR of above 95. So these are results that we're really proud of as the school. And for me, when I'm talking to families about the opportunities that we have available to girls, when you see results like this, but then you're here on campus in the morning and you see them playing touch football or AFL, or they're in their music, our girls are so busy. But to be able to receive results like this, it's a true testament to what our staff and our girls can do here. So our school, our focus here is the whole child. So academics absolutely are very important to us. It's important that our girls, when they finish school, they've got a school that gives them choice. Our whole philosophy and our whole purpose here is making sure that these young girls have choice and opportunity. But it's also important that as they're growing up through those teenage years and those younger years, that they're trying different things and they're learning about themselves, and they have opportunity to try things that maybe they never would have. So something that St Hilda's does really well, because we're a boarding school, we offer so many opportunities, because we have girls that come to us from country areas, remote, rural and outback Australia, having never have been able to try sport, and overseas students who wouldn't have had opportunity to have classes at this size. So we try to offer something that these girls wouldn't have if they couldn't be, in St Hilda's. So we have quite a rigorous pastoral care program here. So teenage girls need lots of support as it is, but when you're moving to another country, you're getting used to a new culture, you're sitting in a classroom like this and everyone's speaking English and that's not your first language, that can be really tough on you and that can be really challenging. We're very well aware of this. Our school has been taking international students for a very long time, and it will be something that we will continue to do. So we have a pastoral care team, and that's made up of a head of students, Miss Upasiri, and she oversees all of our girls, their pastoral care and their well-being. And then underneath her, she has a structure of heads of year. So that's one staff member that looks after the entire grade, and that staff member will work to support your daughter, communicate home to you and communicate home to boarding. So if something's happening and your daughter's feeling a bit homesick or she's a little bit worried about something, there's the team in the boarding house, there's the team at school, and there's you as parents. We're working as a team to support you and your daughter. Not only that, we have school psychologists and counsellors here on campus as well. So we have quite a large program around supporting girls, because when they're happy and healthy, then everything else will fall into place. So that's our main priority, is making sure your daughter's happy, your daughter's healthy, and she's enjoying school. So I get asked this question a lot in my role. People say, why St Hilda's, or what's different about St Hilda's? We're the only all-girls school on the Gold Coast, firstly. So that's obviously one. Now, you can do your own research into boys' education, girls' education and co-ed, but something that really sets us apart is our girls are very confident, they're very well-rounded, and they're empowered. They know what they want, they're confident to ask what they want, and they've got enough, I guess, self-worth and respect for themselves that they can go off and do anything they like after school. What we also do differently here is our girls, we encourage them to get involved in everything. We encourage them to try. You don't have to be fantastic at badminton to be on the team. You don't have to be, a lead singer to be in our musical. We have our musical in 2 weeks' time, and any girl who wants to be involved is involved. So that's something we do really well, is we try to bring as many girls in and give them as many opportunity to be involved as possible. But also what I find that sets St Hilda's apart is every staff member that you see here and you talk to, they love what they do. So when you walk into an art class, you're speaking to a staff member who is so passionate about what they do. The staff want to be here, which means the girls are being taught by people who love what they do and value what they do. And that makes a massive impact on trying to inspire your daughter on something that's really challenging in math. You know, we've got these fantastic staff that are really trying to pull out, I guess, their love and their interest for math when it's something that maybe they were not too interested in. So I guess when I'm looking at international students or domestic students in general, our number one priority is, does she want to be here? Okay, so girls that do not want to be at boarding school or don't want to be overseas or don't want to come to St Hilda's, this is not the right environment for them, because we are, you've probably picked up, we are so involved, and the girls, you know, have to love to be here. That's our number one priority. We want girls who want to be here. From there, we do have quite a rigorous academic program, so they have to be able to cope with our curriculum and our, I guess, style of teaching here. So academics is important, but it's not the number one. We can support girls. If they've got the potential and they want to be here and they want to do well, we can help them with the rest of that. So the other thing is their English language ability. That's obviously important being in an environment like this. You need to have some English language skills, but when you apply and you go through the enrolment process, if you don't quite have the score we need, that's okay. We'll support you with a language program in one of our partner schools, and then we'll work with you and make sure that the minute that you're ready and you've met our requirements for English, we'll bring you over into the school. So this decision that you're making is possibly one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make in your life. So if it feels worrying or if it feels stressful, it is. You're about to send your daughter to another country and trust them with people that you may never have met or you may never meet. So please, you are more than welcome to reach out to myself, any one of our staff. If you've got a particular question on how a class is run, I can connect you with teachers. I can connect you with our boarding staff. If there's people that you'd like to talk to, just ask. We can help you with that. And girls, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is, when you get on the ground here, just introduce yourself to other girls. Australians are very warm, they're very friendly, and they're very forward. They will come and talk to you. They will say hello. They'll introduce themselves, so you can do the same. Sign up to the music groups, sign up to the choir, sign up to the band. Put your name down for a sport you've never tried. Like I said, you do not have to be the best at badminton to be in the team.
咁我哋今日啦就參觀完 St Hilda School 嘅嗰個 campus 啦，咁其實就都睇咗佢哋好多唔同嘅 facilities 啦，咁啊睇到好似譬如佢哋嘅嗰個boarding facility， 咁啊入邊啦就比較大啦，咁啊亦都係可以 fit 到 around 170個嗰啲 boarders 嘅。咁啊，亦都有即係有 dining area 啦，有個 courtyard area 啦，咁啊學生可以即係喺嗰度無論係住就好啦，或者係即係要去食飯都好啦，亦都係好舒服一個 area 嚟嘅。咁啊，亦都有睇佢比較 modern 啲嘅嗰啲 building 啦，例如佢哋嘅 design and engineering 啦，咁啊亦都佢哋嘅 library 啦，都係比較新起嘅。咁啊，所以就學生喺入邊啦，亦都可以好 specialize， 即係佢哋即係讀書嘅嗰個 subject 個 area。咁其實以喺 Gold Coast 嘅嗰個唯一嘅all girls school 嚟講啦，咁其實佢呢一度咧就好注重就係俾即係度嘅girls 嘅 student 啦，去嘗試即係唔同嘅嗰啲area 嘅，即係無論係 sport 啊、music 啊、art 啊，或者係 STEM 啊，咁啊佢都會總之學生想嘅話咧，就可以即係學校會就會俾到呢個 support 佢哋㗎啦。咁啊，如果大家想知道啲關於即係 St Hilda School 嘅嗰個資訊啦，就歡迎嚟到我哋大地海外升學。咁我哋嘅顧問，咁啊如果大家中意睇呢片嘅話咧，就記得 like、comment 同埋 subscribe 去我哋嘅 YouTube channel。我哋下集再見啦，拜拜。
有海外升學問題，即刻 WhatsApp 大地啦！